Hi. Although our producers, Metal and Pluck, may agree with the hilarity that I may say time to time, they are no way responsible for my antics, and I apologize ahead of time. I do mean them, but I am sorry.
Hey everybody, it's Dylan from the Double D podcast. It's a conversation between friends. We talk about all the things. We talk about art and music and politics and pop culture and TV and books and just crazy shit that happened during our week. You're not going to want to miss it. It's kind of a fun time. Subscribe to the show, rate us, review us, follow us on social media. Do the thing. You know what's up. Anyways, without further ado, Double D.
All right, people. Now, we're on episode number 46. And I'll tell you why we're on episode number 46. Because we have completely skipped over anything to do with that particular number that comes before. You can't even say the words.
I've removed it from my vocabulary.
I've removed it from my vocabulary. It doesn't exist anymore. Matter of fact, if you have that page in any book, don't even read it. That information is not even important.
It's a lie, probably.
It's a lie.
I removed it from I worked at a job that had table numbers, and I would not use that number. When I gave people their order, I couldn't say your number is 45 because I'd be like, what? Like, just start gagging. And your number 40. Yeah. Which, that really turns people off of food if you just gag at them when you hand them things. Yeah.
Like, don't anybody want them Michael Jordans with that number on it anymore. Like, I don't even want them no more.
Wait, he wasn't number 45?
He came back.
Oh, when he came back?
Yeah. He came back. After they retired his jersey, he came back wearing the 4-5 because I remember that because of that damn Jay-Z lyric. Is it Jay-Z or Drake? Somebody's gonna come at me on my head for mixing up Jay-Z and Drake right now. Yes, it's Jay-Z. It's on the Black album. Coming back with the 4-5 just to play. Yeah, it's Jay-Z. Anyway, I didn't know that. I'm sorry that I had mixed up Drake and Jay-Z for a moment. I apologize for all my hip-hop purists. Pravancha, shut up. I got Teresa Pravancha in the background talking shit. Anywho, we are here to give you guys a glimpse in the, I guess I would say, the sad underbelly of lesbian dating. We'll call it bad. Like, these are what we would call our eliminate moments. Like, I don't know if you ever seen those awful...
Did you say eliminate?
Yes, those awful reality shows on VH1.
Yeah.
Eliminate. What was the other one that had the pop-up stuff on it as you went on the date?
Man, that was a real trend for a while, the dating shows.
There were so many dating shows.
Did you ever see Dating in the Dark? And you didn't know what the person looked like at all, but they would go on some dates in totally pitch black rooms. They maybe even had blindfolds on them. And then you would just... No. It was intriguing. And also funny to watch people fumble around without being able to see stuff. And, like, they'd be like, oh, I guess there's a table in this room. Because, like, you're not used to, like, moving about blindfolded, you know?
That's better than that whole Married at First Sight shit that I fell into a spiral of watching one day. I think it comes on the A&E or whatever. and I was watching Love After Lockup, which is one of my programmings. I love me some Love After Lockup, and then I also love me some 90 Day Fiancé.
No.
And then 90 Day Fiancé the other way, and then 91 Fiancé before the 90 days, and it's a lot of them.
Is it that they date for 3 months and then get engaged, or is it they've been engaged for 3 months?
No, it's a...
What is the 90-day fiance? You only have 3 months to
what is
get
that
them?
component of it? Oh, yeah. No. The 90-day fiance component is that it's a visa marriage. One of them needs either comes there or comes here. Goes there or comes here. A lot of them are coming this way. And then there's the other one that's 90 days. The other way is where they're going over there.
Oh, interesting.
And they're applying for their fiance visa. And I guess you have like a 90-day
But they're real fiancés. It's not a reality show.
Yes.
Like they're not winning a visa.
No. They were fiancés
Got it.
prior
Okay.
to
All right. So
getting
it's
on the
less
show,
trashy than it sounds.
It's less trashy, but it's still hilarious. It's almost like the 16 and pregnant of
Sure.
type. Like they were already doing that, but we just put cameras on it now.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So that's the component of it.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely hilarious.
I mean, dating is kind of such a nightmare. I can't imagine adding the pressure of also there's a TV crew.
Think about the Love After Lockup.
I mean,
that one is also hilarious because they'll at some points they'll just show the other side of it, where a lot of times those people are still locked up, and they'll show the person that's waiting on them on the other side who either they had met. A lot of times they met on like these inmate pen pal sites. Yeah.
So
yeah,
both parties had been previously incarcerated, and now one person. No. One
party. A lot of times, one party is just free out in the world, living their best. Well, not their whatever life.
A civilian.
And as a civilian, as a free person.
Got it.
And then they just by chance.
Have
my
met
favorite was
an incarcerated person.
Yeah, one person, and I quote. I was drunk one night after hanging out with the girls. I was sitting in front of my computer with a glass of Chardonnay. Somehow end up on the Pen Pal inmate website, and he was really cute, so I wrote him. Direct quote.
I mean,
direct quote.
Incarcerated people need love too.
They do.
There's a lot of reasons why you might be locked up, and not all of them mean that you're like a no-go.
This is very true. There's very people who, the exonerated 5. There are a lot of people who are in there
had some.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people need that love. However,
it's not like every prison is just full of Jeffrey Dahmers.
How are you just drunk one night and end up on that website though? Like that's
I don't know.
Question.
That I don't know. I don't know.
So,
but I mean, drunk is kind of the only way to go on dating websites. Like doing that shit sober is just too sobering. It's not.
This is true.
I don't enjoy it. I think we've talked about it before, and I feel like you had more fun with it than I. It was like a real not fun for me. Like just answering the questionnaire is like, I
never answer that shit.
You just don't answer any of it.
Mine is always that badass shit. Like if you want to know, just ask me.
No. I can't.
And they
cannot with you.
Let's go.
Yeah. No, I bet they do. I bet they do.
But I digress. Now, we got to get on these bad dates. So, are you gonna go first, or shall I?
I'll tell one, and then you can tell one, and then I'll tell another, and then you can tell another. How many do you have? Do you like 20, 50?
I mean, I got some fun stories.
I mean, I don't have that many, but
okay.
Okay, so I'll start with my worst. I think I'll start with the worst. So I went on a date with a girl, and it was like a little awkward. It wasn't through a website. We didn't meet on an app. We like had friends in common. And we went to something like an event, an art show, and it had been billed as and promoted as an erotic art show. I was already planning to go. I'm not trying to be a creeper on a date, but I was curious about what does that look like? What falls into that category? That sounds interesting. Let's go. Well, it was not good. It was really just very bad. I think art is a stretch. Lot of just. Oh man, it was so bad. Lots of like real mediocre oil paintings of like Catholic schoolgirl uniforms, and lots of like holding little lunch boxes and looking like really sexy babies. You know what I'm saying? Your silence says you do. Like clearly it's someone who is a painting of someone who is of age, but like, you know, they're like fetishizing young girls, which is gross to me. I don't really care for it. And then also, just like, it was so fucking weird, dude. It was weird. It was bad art. So then we left that because we were like, this is weird and it feels weird. And then they just had a big screen that was showing a lot of porn projected onto the wall. So we were like, this just feels like not art. It feels weird. We're going to go. So we leave and we go to a bar. We're hanging out. Then a dude is hitting on her a lot and being like, hey, do you want to get out of here? And she was kind of like, well, I came with someone, and like points at me, and he was like, your friend won't mind. And so that was awkward. Oh. It was really awkward. She's like, well, I came here on a date with her. We're not really friends. This is so awkward. So it was just like kept getting worse and worse. Yeah. Then we went to a different bar, and I went to use the restroom, and something on the toilet paper holder cut my hand and was like a rusty shard of metal in the bathroom of a bar. So now I have like an open wound in a bathroom of a bar, and it just was bad.
Full-fledged panic attack.
I was like, I have to go home, and we should probably never speak about this. Maybe you can still get that guy's number. I don't know what to tell you. It was so awkward. So it just went from like questionable, bad, misogynist art to dudes hitting on her to open wounds in the bathroom. I was like, I'm done. I'm going home. Bye.
just hold your hand above your head and continue the date as the blood drips down your arm.
I was just
it's fine.
I've wounded myself.
We'll get stitches later. You want to go bowling? You want to go bowling?
It was really upsetting and like so awkward. She was a nice girl. We didn't date, but it was fine.
Fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It wasn't fun. It was actually like awful. It was awful. The only thing that could have been better is if I'd gotten food poisoning somehow along the way. All right, your go. What do you got?
All right. Streeter's up for bat. Here's what she got. I met this lovely lady while giving blood. She was a phlebotomist, I believe.
That is what it's called. Yeah, I used to want to do that.
Look at me knowing fucking shit.
Yeah.
SAT word, bitches. So I met her as she was drawing blood from my person. And, you know, they try to strike up conversation to make you at ease as they're sticking needles in your person. So her conversation was very flirty, and me, being myself, I'm gonna flirt back. You flirt with me.
That's impressive. I'm already intrigued with this story. Keep going.
So
never have I ever had a flirty phlebotomist.
Oh. Dude, no.
I mean, I don't know. All right, go. Yeah.
The caress, the way she put the needle in my arm was very smooth, okay? She rubbed my elbow when she did it. It was the way she did it. It was
the way she tied it off
rubbed my elbow
with
when she did it.
that rubber strap was just real.
I said, "Oh, girl, you the way you putting this iodine on says something. You circling it."
She put it on in a little shape of a heart.
It's like in that little circle, like your circle getting real slow.
She offered you an extra raisin cookie.
Did you just give me some more juice? Was that an extra juice?
Call me.
All right, then. But it was more so of, you should put my number in your phone.
Oh.
And I was like, okay. I'll put your number in my phone. Here go my phone, put your number in it.
Yeah.
So I eventually asked her out because I do the preliminary date before we do the dark date.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got levels to this date and shit. We do the daytime date in case you're crazy and I got to break fast. And then second date, we do the nighttime date. That means you're not as crazy. And I can sit somewhere with you long enough. And then, so on and so forth. Anywho, so we had daytime date. But I had to run home. And so we have this daytime date. We meet in Little 5 Points and we go to get tacos at some taco place that is no longer there. But I digress. We go get tacos and we're there and she's just telling me, one, about exes. And ladies and gentlemen across this great nation, if you are on any date with someone new, you don't have an ex. Not at this point. Your ex is dead. You are a widower. As far as I know, you ain't never had sex in your life. Okay, I'm lying. You had sex. I pray you had sex. I want to know.
I was like, no, I'm going to disagree.
Because I don't want to try nobody who... I'm not training nobody. We at the age, I'm not training nobody! Anyway. But
the on and on and on about the ex, I mean, it just makes me go like, this isn't over for you.
It's like, yeah, she just moved out, and it was just like a hard thing, and with the kids, and I was like, kids? You got kids? And then you do the preliminary, like, how many kids you got? Well, and you go, well, I'm like, oh, okay. There's a well. When there's a well, that means there's a...
Well, I mean, you either have them or you don't. You can't be kind of have kids.
So it's like, well, I have a daughter, and she's in Texas. So like, Texas? You in Atlanta? Why is she in Texas? Yeah, she's 18. You're like, oh, okay, mathematically. Okay. This could have happened, and it wasn't weird at age. I'm getting up there, bracketly. You are older than me. Because she was older than me. I think at the time I was 33, and she was 40.
All right.
So I'm like, okay, okay, whatever. And then she's like, my other daughter here with me. And I'm like, how old is she? And she's like, she's 6. I'm like, all right, this is getting real close to real, like a lot of baby daddy. Okay, whatever. My math, my mind. You're thinking either baby daddy or daddy stud. Or stud daddy. There's somebody still in this picture. These are always questions you have to ask yourself when you're dating someone with children. What entity is this person involvement? How cool is this person? How much, like, these are all, like, down the lines. Not first date type shit, but still stuff you should always think about. Nonetheless. So I'm there, and my mind starts doing the beautiful mind shit where I'm just mathematically, like, doing shit. And it was like,
triangles and circles and lines and graphs.
It's like, all right, so going on. She's talking about this, talking about that, how she just put old girl out, and how she crazy. And I'm thinking to myself, whenever somebody tells me they put someone out, and that this person is crazy, I'm always thinking, like, are they really crazy?
But are they?
Are you crazy? So, I'm like, I don't know where this is going. So, luckily for me, I had plans afterwards. So I was like, ooh, yeah, I gotta go. Like,
You had your exit strategy.
I had my exercise, like, ooh, I gotta go. I'm supposed to be making dinner for friends, and I gotta go, and I gotta go get everything prepped, set up, and everything. She's like, well, I'm gonna come back to your apartment with you and hang out for a little bit and get everything set up with you. And I was thinking, damn.
Wait, on the first date?
Yeah.
At the daytime date, she was like, I'll just come back to your apartment and help you make food for your friends?
Yep.
Nope.
So I'm thinking to myself,
Stage 5.
damn it. I thought I got, okay.
You didn't have an exit strategy.
It didn't go as well as I thought because I had to drop her off. Because she got there, but she needed a ride home.
She had planned that
Unbeknownst to
shit.
me. Yep. So, I go to my home because I'm like, I still got to set up. You're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait.
So you
So
took her
I'm
home
there.
with you.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Because I had to set up.
All right.
I had to set up. So I'm setting up everything, getting everything prepped to cook or whatever. Waiting on everybody to arrive so that way I can just dip out and go with her. That way, my house is not, unoccupied and my food's still cooking and this, that, and the other. So I'm setting up everything. I'm prepping everything. Blase, blase. And she still having these conversations about the ex, and then all of a sudden it got sexual. And I was very confused how we went from the ex to sexual. And she's like, well, I could tell, like, you're this type of... And I'm like, excuse me? What do you mean by this type of lesbian? And then she just randomly hit me on my ass. And I was just like, oh, well, I don't know where this is going.
To awkward town.
But it's not going there.
Real fast.
Really rapidly. Like the angels of heaven, I hear a knock at the door. And it's my friend. I had burnt my salmon because I was trying to avoid just whatever might have been happening here.
No.
Because I feel like she read some signal wrong because you're here. You're thinking, I said, girl, this is a daytime date. Daytime dates mean nothing.
Yeah.
I could have took you get a snickerdoodle. You back up off me. So, as I drive her home, because I still got to take her home.
So awkward. How was date number 2?
Date number 2 did not happen. Because I did not text back. She got dropped off on a very gravelly road on a very, very east side of Atlanta. Like deep in the east somewhere. And I jetted up out of there with the quickness.
And now you have to get your blood drawn at a different place. You gotta get your lab work done at somewhere totally different.
Luckily for me, it was just one of those situations where it was just one of those places. I will go back to the Blue Cross. Even though they don't take the blood from all the homosexuals. I don't understand that still. I just like weirdest thing.
I think it's a federal law. I don't think it's not Red Cross.
Stupid.
It's just
It's stupid.
Right.
That's what it is.
It is stupid.
That's a lot of blood.
That's bad. I hate the bad ones.
Well, one, you sexually harassed me.
I mean,
you unwarrantedly smacked me on my bottom.
Yeah.
As I was trying to make salmon.
On a day date.
For my friends. On a day date.
Also, I
only bought you 2 tacos, girl.
Also, here's the thing. If somebody met me for tacos, I wouldn't be like, I'll just go back with you to your apartment. I'd be like, okay, today was fun. Bye. Like, I feel like that's like not a lot. It's a lot of not signal reading.
you're Uber was still a thing. Don't try to coax me back to my apartment thinking I'm gonna have relations with you.
I mean,
Streeter, did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I think tacos is not a pre-relations date meal, anyways.
Well, you would think it would be like the lesbian date staple. Like, what are you talking about? Tacos?
Oh, come on. That's weak, Streeter, weak. Someone was just talking to me about a date that they went on, and they had Indian food, and I was just like, that's not a first date meal to me. Like a big, heavy...
Especially if you don't eat Indian food regularly.
I'm just saying, there's some meals that it has to be... I need to know the person fairly well.
You don't know how that stuff's going to
You don't know, and then do you want to have to hightail it out of there?
Like going... Honestly, that's like some Mexican food still. Because, like, you don't go there and get a really beanie dish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Are we going to a movie later? I certainly hope not.
Like, don't go somewhere and get a bunch of... Like, on an ice cream date.
If you're lactose intolerant.
If you got that tolerance. Like, you know you about to bubble it up.
Look, we've brought it back around to the topic we're not supposed to talk about.
Shoot. You know how people... Yeah, it's whatever. Whatever. Bubble it up, bubble it up.
You don't even need a car where we going, baby. Hop up in the rocket and take off.
I inadvertently was dating someone for a couple of months and I didn't know it. Isn't that fun?
How does that happen?
Quickly. I don't know. I thought we were friends. I think they thought we were dating. I mean, nothing physical happened.
I've got a girlfriend like that once.
But, like, it was like 3 months that we'd been hanging out, and I just thought that we were pals. And then someone referenced something about us going out, and I was like, oh, we're just friends. And they were like, I don't think so. I was like, well, I'm
a participant.
Right?
I know.
I was like, well,
I'm a friend.
What? But then I was wrong. They did thought we were going out, but like we had not kissed, we had not slept together, we had not canoodled in any way. There was like hugs goodbye, but I hug all of my friends goodbye when I leave a room, or not leave a room, but like if I'm leaving.
I'm about to say that's some formal shit.
Fare thee well.
Okay.
No, but like if we're parting ways, there's hugs. I hug all my friends. But also, I can't fathom dating someone for 3 months and not having kissed them. Now, maybe I just move real fast, but I would have already slept with them. I'm not even going to pretend.
The way these children are going these days.
I mean,
gosh,
how slow are we going? So that was interesting for me. I was like, huh.
So she thought you all were like
she did
bona fide.
Thought we were dating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But now we don't hang out anymore because she felt weird about it.
I'm about to say, did she consummate that? Like,
no.
Did you eventually?
No, because I liked her as a friend, but that was all that there was there for me. And I guess that was not all that was there for her. And then she felt awkward about the fact that she thought that we were already dating. But how long? I have so many questions about that. Like, if I like someone, how long do you wait for them to make a move before you make a move? Are you that much of a not first move maker? There was not even like any kind of like brushing up against each, sitting close where hands or legs would touch each other.
Not an accidental like.
There's nothing.
Nothing.
No. Nope.
Like a let me wash your hair today.
I'm sorry?
And comb through your curls.
No.
Let me.
Is that early?
People
is that
offer
early on in your relationship?
No, well,
you get your hair
happens
washed?
for me. Not like let me do your hair. Can I retwist your hair? And I'm like, no. I got a loctician.
No one's ever used that line on me before. Although I probably would say yes, because I do like it when people touch my hair.
It's a good lesbian trick because a lot of times with locks and retwisting, you have to be between someone's legs.
No, yeah.
Sitting down, so that's always the snickeroo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it.
Like, will you retwist my hair, or can I retwist your hair?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, the devil. Unless you got a legitimate business card, you walk away from me.
Yeah. No. Nope.
Yeah, so I don't know how that... I've never known anyone...
I can't imagine not kissing someone.
To at least say something. Like, to at least say, put your mouth on it. Like,
well, and then, like... Nope, she never even said that one time. And then, like, we went to a Christmas party that was at her friend's house, and I just thought that we had... I guess, I mean, when I look at it, I guess I could see how if it was some...
You lying?
No. I could see how they were date activities if I had thought that we had been dating. They were date activities. But also things I do with my friends. And the thing that makes it not a date is that in no way did our bodies touch each other in anything kind of romantical sort of interlude. So it's just friends hanging out.
Your body all over my body.
Because that's the difference between dates and friends, is at some point your bodies touch.
You gotta touch bodies.
You gotta touch bodies at some point.
At some point, your
otherwise
body
you're
must
just
touch.
Friends.
And other than that, we just fist bumping at the end of this. If we fist bump,
I mean,
or we give a far pelvic hug where your pelvic is far from mine.
Right.
Then we are friends.
Yeah.
If I back away my front from your front, even though we don't even have shit, I ain't got shit to rub up on you. For real.
But
for
if
real.
our fronts aren't touching.
Yeah. We are friends.
Correct.
Don't try to caress me. We friends.
There was none of that. 3 months. That's so long.
That's very, like, random.
I know. It's like the opposite of moving too fast. I'm like, oh, whoa, she tried to leave her toothbrush. This one, I'm like, whoa, we never even held hands. It's like, yeah. The look on your face right now is so how I felt. I was like, what? What?
I mean, I'm claustrophobic. That just made me like, girl, I don't even know you.
No, and I'm not trying to rush into anything, but I mean, kissing.
Can I get a little booty rub?
I mean,
it's all ass.
Right.
Something simple. But yeah, 3 months in, no, that's too long. That's
right.
Yeah, no.
No.
Maybe is she asexual?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because she doesn't talk to me anymore.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I was about to say, that was it. She was like, in her whole, like, this is perfect.
I mean, maybe. Sure. Okay. That maybe. But do you feel like maybe, though, that's a conversation? That you would have with someone?
Because you can't make someone asexual with you. I tell people this all the time. You be asexual.
Well, and
let me be real sexual. Thank you.
I guess, like...
Yeah. I say shit. You know that. Look at me like that.
Like, I'm just trying to think of, like, a way that I could have known that maybe we were... I think about this fairly regularly because I'm just like, but how would I know? Maybe she is asexual. I don't know.
No.
It was weird. It's never happened to me before.
I'm thinking like I know this motherfucker. Like, I don't know. How would you know?
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. How would I know? Like, I've never not known I was dating someone. I've wanted to date plenty of people I wasn't dating, but I never dated someone I didn't know I was dating. Like, it's a real twist in the story.
Because I still think about Shannon Jones from 9th grade. She was a senior. And I was a freshman.
Somebody you wanted to date that you weren't dating?
She was my freshman crush.
No.
I stalked her from afar.
Like Rihanna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like closer because I became friends with her cousin.
You would become friends with Rihanna's
So I can-
cousin, though, if you could.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So not really that different.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. All right, now this lovely lady,
I like that you call them all lovely.
I met.
I said I like that you call them lovely. But in reality.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know, you begin positive.
Yeah. That's true, just like dating.
Give-
You begin
Yeah, it's like
it positive.
You begin on a high note. You're just like, all right.
And then it takes a sharp left.
And it's like, yeah. All right. This lovely lady I met on a dating apparatus. I believe it was OkCupid.
Very familiar.
And this is not. It was like she got to second date
Okay. Nighttime date.
because, yes, because first date was not completely awkward, and she made it through. But second date got really awkward because at the end of second date, you know, we had went to the movies over at Phipps. You know, they got the fancy seats, and you think you're doing something classy.
Oh, yeah, that is nice there. I've been to that theater. Yep.
Went there, saw a movie. As we have learned and talked about in the past, I am a slow to start, but a strong finish. So, I'm not one to hop on you on the first date, not even the second date, you know, traditional like that. You gotta get me to the third date before you start doing all these shenanigans now. Now, we see the movie, we sitting there, you know, these are the seats that lean all the way back and relax, so we leaning back, and you can tell she wants to snuggle, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this. As a big-breasted woman, it's always the first place people want to go with you. They want to snuggle. So I'm like, all right, we here, we at the movie, see seats lean back. We're going to do it. I put the arm around. She goes into the snuggle area, which is AKA lay her head on my bosom. We're there. All right. But that does not necessarily mean that we are going to go any further than that. I have drunken straight friends that lay on these bosoms all the motherfucking time. They just a pillow. Okay? My brothers have done it. People do it.
Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow.
Everybody needs a bosom friend. Does that mean that you have been flagged into any basis? By any means. And I am one to quickly turn off. So, we are in the movie.
What movie,
And
just
she
out of
goes-
curiosity? If you remember.
I don't even fucking
All right.
remember. Now that I think about it, it wasn't even a significant
All right,
movie.
it's
It was
fine.
like some random ass movie. You fucked me up because now I want to know what the movie
No,
is.
continue on. So she's snuggling on your bosom.
She snuggled on my bosom and then she goes for my neck.
Yep.
Now, this is information. There's one tattoo that is disclosed on my neck. It is on the back of my left ear. It's a tender spot. I was going through a really gay moment with an ex-girlfriend, and we marked the spot. Shut up, okay? Heart marks the spot. Whatever. Anyway.
Learning so much about you tonight. Keep going.
Really gay moment.
That's fine. I like it. Keep going. Yes.
So, she hit the heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I abruptly swatted her. I abruptly swatted her as a knee-jerk reaction of like, so that's awkward.
That is awkward.
So then, I think she recorded a little bit. She just went back to her, original position.
Did you say, sorry, I swatted you like a gnat?
No, I just said my bad. My bad as a reaction. I thought you was, I thought something was on my neck.
I felt something. I thought I didn't know what that was. Sorry, I felt something.
I felt something on my neck. My bad. I didn't know what it was. So.
Where does that go from there?
That went still trying. Because I'm cute. The movie ended. I'm very much a gentle lady. I walk her to her vehicular.
Except for when you're swatting people.
Shut.
Uh-huh.
Walk her to her vehicular. Hug again. She attempts to kiss me. And at this point, I'm like, that moment has passed. I've hit you. We.
I swatted you like a gnat in the middle of the movie.
Where do we go from here, girl? Like, that's we're in a weird spot. Let's give this a second. Let's not come back to bat again.
Sure.
So, fast forward 2 days later. She texts me and asks me to take her to the laundromat.
No.
Because her sister was fighting with her brother-in-law. And they wouldn't give her a ride.
Oh.
And I know what you're thinking. How do we get here?
I feel like you jumped a couple of bases.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm just saying those are bases jumped from denied kiss in a parking lot to can you take me to the laundromat. I just feel like
that's what I thought to myself, Dylan, as I sat reading that text message. I said, what?
I said, what?
You want me to come to your sister's house where she is fighting with her husband to take you to the laundromat where I'm going to have to sit for hours with you at the laundry because I'm just going to take you and leave you?
I mean...
And then we're going to have to talk about the awkwardness.
Or not. I mean, I think if you'd shown up and taken her to the laundromat, you wouldn't have talked about the awkwardness. You just would have pretended like it was fine, and then you'd probably be dating her still, taking her to the laundromat.
No.
I don't understand how people work. I mean, I've got friends, and maybe this is just me being me, but I've got people who've been in my life for 20 years, and I wouldn't just call them up out of the blue and be like, can you just go with me to the laundromat? Because nobody wants to go to the laundromat. They don't even want to go for themselves, let alone go for somebody else.
I currently live in
I've never asked someone that I've been on one date with for any favor ever.
Man.
Can I borrow $5? No. What?
Man.
No.
Shenanigans.
And this is why.
Pure shenanigans.
My cats have never asked me.
I had a girlfriend who damn near moved in with me after I said, hold on. Do you live here now? Because you don't never go home.
No, they're sneaky about it.
And I had to have that conversation. And it's so awkward. And people make you feel so bad about it. But then you're like,
It is awkward, and you do feel bad, and I don't like to hurt people's feelings. But also...
No, are you paying something, though?
Did we talk about moving in together?
This was like saying, like, are we roommates?
No.
Because this is a small one-bedroom, and you just moved in here.
It just happens so fast, and it's just...
It's so rapidly.
You know, and I don't mind if you know that you're going to stay over, and so you bring a little bag with you that has, like, your toiletries and stuff that you're going to need, but just feel free to take that back with you when you leave in the morning. You know what I mean?
Honestly, you don't even, like, I will get up as early as you need me to. It could be 3 o'clock, and you poke me in the neck and say, take me home. Okay.
Yeah.
Because whatever prevents you from just prematurely moving in on a brother.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. That's another
I mean, I get it. I'm
thing.
amazing. But...
I mean, I do enjoy you.
But go home.
But I would not randomly move in.
Well, thank you.
on
I
you.
appreciate that same. I promise the same.
I enjoy space.
Yeah.
What else you got at bat? You got anything awful and fantastic?
There's been plenty of really bad ones. But I'm not gonna lie, I actually re-downloaded the OkCupid app while we were talking because this is making me really miss the nonsense and the shenanigans. And on Saturday, I was at a cookout at a friend's house, and we all started talking about the amazing dating profile pictures that I used to take screenshots of and send to my friends. And they were like, how come you never do that anymore? And I was like, oh, I got off that app. And they're like, yeah, you should get back on that, though, because we missed those screenshots. So I did. So that's what I'm going to do when we're done talking. I'm going to fill out my...
Oh yeah, let me participate.
My profile.
First of all, again.
But I'm just going to put snarky
okay.
answers like you did. I'm going to not put a lot of thought into it and be like, if you want to know, ask me.
No. Let's have a conversation. We're adults. That's what people put now. Let's have a conversation. We're adults.
Yeah, I hate filling out all the questions. I really don't like it.
Everybody hates filling out all the questions.
But some people's answers are so good, though. Some people's answers are so good. I'm like, man, that does make me want to talk to you.
Some people's answers make you talk to them. Yes, you're very correct. Because you'd be like, oh, you're a nerdy motherfucker like me.
Right.
I like that.
So I feel like I should put something, but then like, ugh.
I mean, but put the basic shit that identifies yourself, like, you like this, but you don't like that. Don't come at me about this bullshit, but I'll talk to you about that, and then move on with your day.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think you're right. Also, my sister's really funny, so I think probably what I'll do is get her to fill it out for me.
But wouldn't that be catfishing?
Oh, no. I mean, she'll still... Oh, wait. Is that what catfishing is? I was like, no, she'll answer it like she's me. But I'm like, oh, that's exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. But so I'll read the question to her. And then she'll just say, yeah, no. I don't, because it'll still be me. And I'm just going to use a picture of somebody else with somebody else's answers. But it's still me. That's not catfishing, right? I've been watching a great deal of that lately.
Catfish is always hilarious to me.
I listen to a lot of podcasts about that.
It's so hilarious. I'm like, so you telling me you've been talking to this motherfucker since my face days, and you ain't never decide to just, you know what? Fuck you.
So it goes along the same lines as I would never ask someone after a first date to give me a ride to the laundromat. I also would not ever be like, hey, I know that we've been talking on the internet for 3 months, but we've never met in person, but do you have $7,000 I can have?
Yeah.
And if someone asked me that, I'd be like, Control-Alt-Delete. It blows my
Nigerian prince. Like, what's happening here?
It just blows my mind that people are like, but it seemed real, and so here's my life savings. I gave him $20,000. But you never met them in real life, though.
So you're telling me
you didn't meet them?
You just was sending her money every month because she said she had cancer. And you ain't never seen her?
They're just maybe they're
every
just better
time-
people than we are.
Evidently.
I mean,
Evidently. But I get that a lot. I think a lot of people are better than me. And so,
you're like, I'm used to this feeling.
because the other day I was telling a coworker how I started carrying little nips in my car to get little alcohol nips.
That's what I thought you meant when you said it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Nips in my car to give to homeless people
Oh.
at the stop when they be because I started asking them a long time ago. I said, "What you doing with this money?
Uh-huh.
Be honest." And they're like, "I'm gonna give me a drink." So I just like, "All right, take this. Get away from my car." And he's like, "No, you should be giving them water." I'm like, "Why?"
But also next time I see
Everybody
you,
else
I'm going to
giving
want a
them
little
water?
bottle of something, so.
If you keep giving them water, I'm gonna keep giving them these nips, and we balance the shit out.
Yeah.
Because I'm giving them what they gonna buy that money for. Like,
I
come on now.
definitely thought that where you were going with that story was a different place and that you were keeping them in your car
There's
to
no
get you
telling where
throughout
I'ma
the
go with
day.
these stories. Oh no!
I was like, Destiny, you're not
That is
even that
you.
much of a drinker.
No. I have not reached that level of life yet. Lord, please don't never let me reach that level of life yet.
Jesus. I was like,
I just had to take the
this
edge
conversation took a turn. I feel like we need to have a starts with I, ends with intervention.
I get tipsy off wine tasting. I be like, "Ooh, y'all doing 3 wines?
I mean, it is
That's
a lot of
almost
wine.
a full cup. That's almost a glass.
2 ounce pour.
I got to work today." Like,
I hear you. We once did like a 9 wine, like it was like a Chardonnay tasting. I swear there was 10 wines. I was like, but these are 2 ounce pours. This is 20 ounces.
You just had a big gulp of wine.
That's what I felt like I'd had too. I was like, I gotta go. It's warm
There
in
was
here.
a going away party for one of my employees, and he just wanted a wine tasting for his going away party. So it was like a good 20 bottles of wine, and we were letting him pour.
Very, very literal pours.
Literally, at about the end of his shift, he got up on the counter and took off his shirt and was like, "I'm out." And that's how he left
That
the building.
sounds good.
Like, that's how drunk he was. And I was like, "You not driving, right?"
Let me get you an Uber real quick.
And he's like, "Nah." It's like, "Nah, I Ubered here." I was like, "Okay." Because we got you fucked up.
Yeah. That's how you gotta go out.
So, yes.
That would be the great, that would also be a bad first date.
Oh, fuck.
And then I got up on the counter, I took off my shirt.
I mean, I've had awesome first dates where you meet someone, something is, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm not gonna say that every first date I ain't fucked on. Cause I'm not gonna say I am good, like I don't have the 3-date system for everybody. It does not work for everybody.
You don't have to
tried
justify
be a
this
good,
to me.
wholesome girl. But sometimes you meet a person and y'all just won't fuck. That's how it happens. So I'm not gonna say that all dates are awful. Cause I've had some good ones. Believe you and me. We fucking? Alright, we fucking. However,
Nope, it's
however,
over. On that note,
if it's just something about you, if we not fucking, I don't know. Like something about people just says, you know what? I don't fucking.
Yeah.
I don't.
yeah,
And people think because
When you know, you know.
I am a top or an aggressive or a stud or whatever these terms you prefer, that I am always just gonna fuck anything. I am turned off too, bitches. Okay?
I am turned off too. Damn it.
Okay? I get turned off too. If you don't push the right button, then no, we not fucking. So, yes, sometimes you will get swatted away because it ain't your moment. Too early. You in the game. Every now and again, you get flagged home. Yes. Run those bases. Don't look at me like that. Judgment and disdain.
Not at all. Please. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
You just saying you never wham bam thank you, man?
No, I'm saying I have all the time.
Okay.
I'm saying I can't imagine that I went 3 months and didn't know I was dating someone, because normally...
You've been in wham bam.
I didn't wham bammed it already. I'd probably already broken up with you.
Good old lesbian. That's how you do it. In and out.
2 months or else probably like 7 years. Those are my relationship lengths. I'll date you for 2 months, or we're in it to win it.
It's usually like a solid month until you're like, all right, no, it's not working out. Or a year. Mm-hmm. Those have been my brackets. Mm-hmm. A month or a year.
Yeah.
Or we just not together. Mm-hmm. Cause I'll do like, we not together. We were just hanging out for a length of time. I got a couple like we were just hanging out. We were just hanging out for about 4 months. What? You know?
Yeah. No, I do.
Okay.
No, not judgment at all.
Just checking your face, because sometimes you disappear on me.
That's just my face.
Okay, you're right. I can't judge you for that.
All right, fool. I'm going to go fill out this dating profile and send you some screenshots of profile pics.
I know. Send me, also, I want to see all the people who were, like, all of a sudden into, like, crystals and the moon cycle.
See, like, you're making me want to delete it already. That's like the new wave now.
That's like, I found so, and I'm like, when did Caucasian people start doing this?
Oh, for so long.
Oh man, yeah, it's like ayahuasca circles and just yeah.
I really like how that you're. Is that who you'd pick for me? Is that if you were my matchmaker, this is what I'd end up with? You're like, I don't know, she's white, she likes rocks here. It's like, what?
Sadly, that's more of the black people I know than the white people I know. I was like, bitch, ain't that
I'm not into drum circles.
I'm
gonna send you. I'm gonna send you screenshots.
I'm gonna send you like some skaters.
All right. Skaters.
I'm gonna send you a Disneyland aficionados.
I'm hanging up on you. You're wretched.
I know.
All right.
I know.
On that note.
We're out this
2 weeks. Sucker. Bye. Well, that brings us to the end of another Double D Gab Sesh. We had a blast, and we hope you did too. We'd love it if you join this party every week by subscribing to the show. We're available wherever you listen to your other favorite podcasts. Thanks to everybody that's left a review and shown us some love with those rating stars. We really do appreciate it. If you haven't rated or reviewed the show yet, please take a sec and head over to iTunes to rate and review Double D. Ratings and reviews help us grow our audience and continue these conversations. Be sure to check out what Destiny's up to in the world of art via her Instagram at d.streeter_designs.
If you like the music you've been vibing to this entire episode, please check out Clew on all streaming platforms, and make sure you check out his videos on YouTube.
And if you want to know what amazing stories our producers are working on, and believe me you do, follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Metal and Pluck. Thanks again, y'all. We'll see you next week.